guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.
What's good? Welcome back to the OG NBA Betting Show. Got everybody here with me. Wham Bam, Babano, Dutch, and we got another great day, man. But today, I got to go to my guy Wham Bam first. You swept, if I'm not mistaken. I know you had a great day, but I think you had a sweep. Good to see you, Wham Bam.
Yeah, man. Nah, we definitely had a great fucking day, man. The only thing I lost by 1 point was Zubac. That's the only thing. I had to look back at it because I bet it small. So my account looked crazy. And I was like, I had to sweep, but everything we talked about pretty much cash. Shout out to Sar. He had a career night, 30-something points. That was good money. The same guy that you was talking about on the same team, he went crazy in the second half, went crazy with George, Keyshawn George. That was a good bet. Man, we had a good time, though. I think looking back at the show, and I did hear a lot what Babeno was saying early on, a lot what our guy Dutch was saying. A lot of that came into fruition there. So I know you guys are really anticipating this show today. And if you are, hit the like button, comment down below, say something that you just had something appreciation about the show, somebody that you've seen, cash, whatever the case is. We do appreciate that. We love y'all to death, and we only do this for y'all, man. Big arts out here. We're going to win today.
Yes, sir. Hey, well said. And we're going to go to Mr. 19-3 himself. Hey, he told you it's your fault if you didn't go check Twitter. He said he's going to go cap the game after he said it's actually a good game.
On Fuego.
I got to cap it a little bit more, but I'm going to put it out there for y'all. Shout out Mr. 19-3. What's good with you, Dutchie?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. Hey, you looking at the plug. Yeah, man. It's good to be back with the fellas. Good to have Babano with us for the show. Appreciate the kind words, Skee. Wham Bam, you already know. Yeah, man, it was a beautiful thing. You know, I took it on the chin a little bit with the Knicks. Should have got in and out like my boy Wham Bam did. Shout out to the Knicks first half there. I told you, Brett to fuck around though. Damn near get 40. Got 36, so close to the 40 piece. It was cool there, but yeah, man, we capped that late night game, and we definitely felt more comfortable with what we heard on the show and with what we seen. And I figured, man, hey, if the Warriors gonna win, Jimmy gonna give us 20, and Mr. Buckets did just enough to do that at the end. But really, there was level to it out in that third quarter and beyond. So yeah, Golden State, man, Dub Nation was out to prove a point. And, you know, the Clippers get clipped, man, is what it is. So I'm hoping to continue. You know, I mean, hey, this motherfucker going to ride as long as we ride this bitch. But 19-3, probably the hottest. Definitely the hardest start I've ever had to the association. So I'm blessed. I appreciate all the love. And be sure you are following me at Dutch Boy Fresh, because if I do feel something, I'm going to tweet it out right now because I'm just in that kind of mode. You know, I don't always do that. But right now, I'm going to tweet out everything I touch. So, just follow your boy. And shout out to the Fallish Hound, the queen of the sesh. I see you, young lady. Shout out to our guy, Wine Time Sports, doing big things all across the board. Any sport we're talking, our guy, Wine Time, it's his motherfucking time. Appreciate the membership for our boy, Skee, Chill Will, all the real ones, man. You know what it is. We're about to go in.
Hey, you know what? Today's going to be one of them days, man. I do it sometimes, but the members, y'all be ready, man. I got at least 5 plays cooked up so far, but I'm gonna send my plays to my members again today, and just look out around 3:30 when I'm hopping out that barber chair. When I'm finally got them all locked in, they're gonna be right there in your inbox. All right, Babano, I know you had a good day. I got your list in front of me. How you doing?
Yeah, get that too, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, very solid day. I mean, Dutch outstanding, 19-3. I mean, great start. I mean, it's been a really good start to the year. You know, it's funny. I had 50 units of profit NBA last year. It was a spectacular season. I said, there's no way I'm doing that again. And we're already 10 units to the good here in the first little bit of this season. So it's been a great start. Easy peasy. Charlotte, Miami over the total. That's every Charlotte game has gone over the total. So I'm probably going to be just taking Charlotte over the total until it stops winning at this point. I mean, they are just scoring, but they're still not playing great defense. And and they're playing faster too this year, like everybody. And of course, Miami is as well. So that was easy to cash that over. We had the over in the Philadelphia game. That worked out. We had Golden State couldn't figure out for the life of me why the Clippers were a road favorite in that game. We did have a couple losses. The Knicks let us down in the second half against Milwaukee. Very disappointing the way they finished that game. And we also and it was a small bet. It was probably the smallest bet, but I'm still pissed about it. Washington, really? Played such a good game, plus 4.5. You take Philly to overtime and you lose by 5. Brutal stuff right there. But I still thought it was a good call to take a shot with Washington there. Tough beat if you had the Wizards. But overall, another good day, profitable day. Let's see what we can do here for Wednesday.
Yeah, it was definitely a good day for myself. Where did that comment go? Tariq says, Skee, did you drop anything yesterday? Not in the member section. I gave them all out here on the show. But I did go 4-0 myself. My guy said, who? Hey, Keyshawn George, my boy. Hey, and it was ball hogging, Wham Bam. It was ball hogging the first
Early
quarter.
on, they was. Though.
Hell of a call on the Sacramento Kings, my man. Good shit there.
Appreciate you. Yeah, the Kings
Hell
got there
of
for
a
the best
call.
bet for the show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this
too.
too.
I'm like, this is. I showed my boy, and he said, I watched the show. I was like, yeah, see, this ski shit right here. He went 4-0, and look, this is how good he is. I don't even know 2 of them players. I don't even. I said, these motherfuckers, I still don't even know who the fuck they are. Good shit with Star too, man. That motherfucker's a bucket, huh, Wham Bam?
Man, sorry, he had career high, but with Skee, this is one thing I'm gonna say. Y'all gotta notice this week. You seen the boy Dutch like Austin Reeves. You seen them start Westbrook and Skee back them motherfuckers. Y'all seen that? Y'all seen them start like these guys are really on point right now, y'all. Just let y'all know.
Hey, I just knew he was gonna come to play though. I ain't gonna lie. I knew he was gonna come to play. He finally got the starting job. He back on the roster. He knew he was coming to play. I gotta get that cash, my boy. I'm here for the money, regardless how I feel about anybody. But 4-0 day for me. So try to take that into today.
People forget that was like a return to OKC game for Russ too. I mean, he started his career there with Harden and KD back in the day. Remember that trio? I'm getting old, but I remember it.
He was prime Russ there at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, I was on the right side.
Scotty Brooks coached them. That was a long time ago now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him, Charles.
I ain't gonna say too much about Russ. We're gonna move on. You have to do it again for me to keep this up. All right. Rockets and Raptors. Oh, this one starts at 3:40. I might not be used to that, but it starts at 3:40 today. So make sure y'all ready. Opened up 5.5, still 5.5. Total went up from 232.5 to 233.5. I should have refreshed this. As far as injuries are concerned, we know Fred VanVleet is out. Dorian Finney-Smith has been ruled out, and Jakob Poeltl is out for Toronto. But Bano, I usually go to you first on these Raptors games. They are lacking in size today. Like the Rockets are really big, and the Raptors will be without Jakob Poeltl. It looks. I mean, the line didn't move. That's kind of a red flag to me. But it looks real easy to take the Rockets. Is there a reason why it shouldn't be?
Yeah, this is one where I lean Raptors, but because of the price, they've been good in this point spread role the last year and a bit with the home underdog. But I don't love the matchup. You're right. I think they get crushed inside a little bit without Jakob Poeltl. You've got a Rockets team that's coming into this game off a win against Brooklyn, but they didn't play particularly well before that in losses to the Pistons and the Thunder. They destroyed Brooklyn, so anyone that had the guts to lay the 16 with them, good job right there. I don't know. I don't love what I've seen out of the Raptors. Blew out Atlanta, and I was shocked. I was impressed. I said, wow, they look really good. And they really haven't looked good since. You know, they really haven't. They lost to Milwaukee at home, back-to-back losses in the Texas two-step to Dallas. Now, Dallas and San Antonio is not an easy back-to-back, but I don't really love the way they're trending. I think there will be money to be made on the Raptors. I just don't know if tonight's the night. It is their third game in 4 nights, too, with travel. Houston with a front court advantage. Yeah, I'm going to pass on taking Toronto tonight. I think they've been good as a home dog. They've been good as a dog in general, catching points, especially when they're getting a bunch of points, like not just 1-2 points. I'm talking when they're 5-point, 6-point, 8-point, 10-point dogs. That's usually when you want to bet the Raptors. I lean that way. I don't like the matchup enough. I don't like the spot enough. So we'll leave it alone.
Hot Smith says, I crushed your hope with that Raptors pick. Nah, he would bet the Raptors no matter what I said if he liked them. But
I don't.
It does.
Yep, I'm off now. I lost
least-
with them against Dallas. I didn't take them against San Antonio because there's no freaking way I'm fading the Spurs right now, and I'm off them tonight.
You want this one, Dutch?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Casey. I see you, girl, in the chat. I appreciate you for joining the session the other day, too. I didn't want to mention that. Appreciate you. Saturated, my man. Hey, this motherfucker. Hey, y'all telling us. Y'all better tell Saturated. This motherfucker's going to the window.
Yep.
Good shit, my friend. Good shit. We appreciate the shout outs and love, too, on X. And our guy, Mr. Later Wood, and that's Bets in the building. Good to see you, my friend. Let's go. But yeah, man, I'm gonna slide out, but I shall be back. But you can back with this motherfucker. I don't trust these Raptors. You know, I'm not really fucking with Houston either. So I shall be back.
All right.
Is bad for your health.
Hey, yo, I don't know what that was. Why it kept. Dang, gotta make sure my thing is working. All right. My bad, y'all. Messed up the backwood on that one. Wham Bam, what you got?
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Just a little scratch
Technical
right there.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm on Alperen Sengun over 21.5 points, over 22.5 points. You guys said Jakob down there. Not necessarily a win over this last game or the game prior to. He had 21 points. I think he had like about 9 points, even in 17 points in that other game. But in that Thunder game, he had 39 points. So we know he's capable of exploiting certain matchups here. I think in this situation, should be a good matchup for him to be able to exploit here. So I think Alp be able to get it done here over 22.5 points for Alperen Sengun.
Hey, this is the second time I'm seeing somebody talking about LP, not you, Wham Bam, but in the chat, somebody said LP. Here he goes. Stan Don Biz. Sengun 2+ threes. Why are they taking his threes specifically? You should be able to feast in the paint. Why not just take his points tonight?
Right. I know he's shooting threes confidently. Like in that first game against the Thunder, he shot pretty well in there. He didn't shoot good in the other one, 0 for 2. He was 2 for 2 in his last game. So maybe they expected him to keep going over 2 for 2, 3 out of those 4 games. Another reason why I like Houston a little bit more too, because this is like their 4th game. This is their 6th game, I think, for the Toronto Raptors, right? Or some shit like that. Like they played a lot of games so far. So I agree.
Yeah,
I think I think our guy Baveno was speaking on that. So yeah, that's another reason why I like Al P down there, down low. Should be able to take advantage. I think, like you said, too, Skee down low.
All right. Yeah, I can see Sengun eating, man. Let's keep going. Magic and Pistons open -1, looks like -2. Total open 226.5 up to 228.5. As far as the injuries, Mo Wagner still out for the Magic. For the Pistons, still questionable. Thompson, Sasser, and LeVert. We know Ivy's out. So I want to ask you, Babano, you've been talking about pace and teams playing faster. I'm going to say this before I pass it to you. The Magic have not looked as good as they should have this year. And potentially a lot of it could be them playing too fast because that is messing up their defense. They're allowing teams to go the other way, and their transition defense is lacking. Does that continue? Do they keep up with this fast pace, or do they adjust and get back to how they were playing in the past couple of years?
They're risking their identity. Their identity is, make people execute in the half court. That's why they were such a good defensive team last year. And we're going to be methodical on offense, and we're going to slow this game down. And to me, they're playing a style that I don't know if it fits the personnel on this basketball team right now. So I think at some point Jamal Mosley is going to say, hey, guys, let's try to get some of what we did so well last year back, because their defense has faltered because of the way they're playing right now. Some teams, they can play fast and still get back in transition on defense, and the Magic are having a hard time making that adjustment right now. Every time I've seen them, I'm seeing easy layups, easy dunks at the other end of the basketball court. Shit you would never see happen, or rarely see happen against Orlando when they were one of the better defensive teams last year. No question about that. So right now, until I see a philosophy change, they're an over or pass team as far as their totals are concerned. But I am worried that one of these times, if the struggles keep on happening for this team. Jamal Mosley's going to put up the stop sign and say, hey, let's slow this thing down and try to get back to what we were doing so well last year. I know they're betting Orlando because Detroit's banged up and got concerns here going into this game as far as their starting five. There's going to be no Jaden Ivey, Osar Thompson, questionable, Sasser's questionable, Levert's questionable. So there's some concerns with the health of the Pistons. Orlando, we think is going to eventually get things going, but I can't lay points on the road with a team that hasn't covered a point spread yet this year. So this is a game where I lean over, but other than that, I haven't touched it yet.
Wham Bam.
Yeah, I want. Yeah, I wanted to jump in on here with the boy Cade. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think Cade explosion here is what I think is going to be imminent, but something about his assists seems a little bit more appealing here. I think that in order for them to be good, he has to pick up his assists, and it has to be more towards like 9 to 8 in that range there. So I kind of want to play with his assists here. That's kind of the only way I was leaning. Something would do with Cade on the props side, and I start to lean more towards his assists just based off of what I was capping here. But nothing on the side or the total here, so I was just looking at Cade assists, but nothing I could really speak on too much because I haven't bet it yet.
If they play the same pace, I could see it going over. Orlando's 9th in pace, Detroit's 13th in pace this season. So if they play to those numbers, there's a chance this goes over. And last meeting went over last year with these teams, and Orlando was playing a lot slower and better defensively at that time. So, yeah, I think I probably will bet the over for a small bet.
And I was going to add that too. Top 5 so far in the league in fouls is the Magic, and I think that's probably a lot to do with their overs going crazy too. They've been fouling a lot, going crazy.
That was exotic as fuck, wow. Yeah.
I like the assist, bro. I just haven't really pressed the button yet.
All right, first of all, I got to start with this. Tasha, this is not correct. This is false. The Magic did not play yesterday. So everything you guys
they played Monday against
back-to-back is incorrect.
Yeah.
I like the Magic in this game. And I'm going to tell you, it starts with exactly what we talked about. You heard Babano. They're risking their identity. They're supposed to be better than 1-3. They just went and traded for Desmond Bane. They got the same other guys that they've been winning with. Why can't they win? I told you why they can't win. They're playing too fast.
Yeah.
And it's affecting their defense. This has been a top defense over the past few years. Where the fuck has it gone? They need to get back to what they were doing. And this is a team that's desperate and hungry to win. I think that they're the better team as well. Where can they take advantage of the Pistons? They're going to be a better rebounding team. They're let me get the exact numbers for you on this one. With the Pistons, number 1 in second chance points. Pistons are 27th in second chance points allowed. Magic are number 1 at getting to the line. Pistons foul too much. They're 28th free throw rate allowed. A lot of ways for the Magic to score in this game. They just got to get back. Fast break points allowed is 28th for the Magic. So I think they make the change today. It's a team that they can take advantage of offensively. Give me the Magic money line. Next game, we are going to go Cavs and Celtics. Open up -3. Looks like 3.5. Total open 233.5. Looks like 234, 234.5. As far as injuries, we know Garland's out, Strus out, Merrill's also out in this one. And for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown is probable. We know Tatum's out. Wham, I'm going to go to you first in this one. I know you're looking like you might not want it, but this is supposed to be a good game. I'm going to go off the back and tell you what I like right here. I like Lonzo over 4.5 assists. And Cavs need somebody to play make. Donovan Mitchell out there trying to score. They don't have no Garland. It's minutes to be had with Garland and Merrill out and Strus out. And Lonzo's been playing well, and we know what he's going to do. He's going to make the right play. He's going to pass it up. He's a great passer. You know what I'm saying? 5 assists, as long as he gets 20 minutes. He got 5 assists with less than 20 minutes this year. He's got 5 assists in every game. Asking him to get 5 again versus, a Celtics team that doesn't have the best rim protection. He can be feeding Mobley and Allen all night. So give me Lonzo over 4.5 assists. Wham, bam.
I like Lonzo, and I expect him to probably be somebody that we're going to be consistent with later on down the line. I want to see. I haven't really watched too many of their games there, so I'm just gonna go off of what you're saying. I think that's maybe watching it is helping you seeing that ahead of me because I haven't been able to watch them. So I think that's probably a good play. But the person that I did want to look and highlight, like you said, no screws, no fucking no DG, and now you don't have no damn Merrill, who's like I think top 5 in 3-point make so far in the league. So he's been shooting this three crazy for this Cleveland team. There's points to be had. Also, there's shots to be had. And like you said, the guy Donovan Mitchell is going to be the guy that's going to try to get those shots up. I think the other side of it is DeAndre Hunter. I think he could possibly get to 15 points. That's another player that I like here. But I'm going to go to the bleed green side because, I got to bleed green just a little bit. My boy Caillou here been slumping, and he's been playing more playmaking. And I kind of expected that since there was going to be no Jason Tatum here. So I was expecting our guy Derek White, if you needed his government, Derek White, I was expecting him to possibly get a little bit better offensively here. The guy I really want to lock in on is Jaylen Brown. Over 22.5 points, official bet for me. I think Jaylen Brown cut his hair, did the little stream, looking crazy. I don't think that has nothing to do with him off the court. I mean, on the court, because he's been still killing on the court. Did get under his birthday point by a half, which was another there. He went crazy the next game. So I think this game is another emphasis that they really need his fucking offense. They can't just be hoping that Anthony Simons gets it going. He really hasn't found himself comfortable yet in this offense here. So those two guys, our right Caillou and Derek White, to get 20 points, and then over 22.5 points for Jaylen Brown.
Bano, I gotta ask you a question too. I mean, the Cavs seem like they're on a mission because they keep getting embarrassed in the playoffs. Do you agree, and do you like them?
Yeah, I don't like them. I don't love them as much at the current number, but I grabbed a pretty cheap Cleveland money line when it was a little bit of a better price earlier today. It's Cleveland or pass. I don't want Boston. I don't think Boston's that good. They're 1 wins against New Orleans. They lost to Philly. They lost to New York. I've not been impressed with anything I've seen out of the sub. They look thin. They don't look like they have anywhere close to the depth they've had in the past. And I don't like their front court in this matchup. I know they've been crushed on the glass early in the season. I know the New Orleans game was the exception. They did out-rebound the Pelicans, but before that, this team was getting destroyed in the paint. Destroyed as far as rebounding is concerned. And now you got to deal with Mobley and Allen and that front court for Cleveland. I mean, but I don't think they're going to get a lot of second, third. They're going to give up a lot of second and third chances around the rim, in my opinion, to Cleveland here. So, yeah, Mobley is about to eat. I agree with exactly what Saturated's saying there. So, yeah, I don't like that it's 3.5 now. We got a little bit better price earlier in the day. I think I got Cleveland minus 150. The money line price is minus 170 now, but I think Cleveland wins this game.
I agree that they win the game too. All right, next game up, we'll go to Hawks and Nets. I'm gonna save us a little bit of time and just say I don't trust the Hawks laying this many points. They're not good defensively. I know the Nets haven't shown us much, but neither team is good defensively. It's Nets or over in this game. But Bano?
Yeah, it's both for me. Brooklyn +8 over the total. The total's moved a little bit here in this game already. It's gone from looks like 235.5 to 238.5 here in this game. I think it's high scoring. I think, by the way, the series history, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure when I did my work on this game earlier today that's what I saw, that the series history had been, yes, last year 3 games head to head, all of them over the total. 3-0 to the over with Brooklyn and Atlanta head to head. It's the same old shit with Atlanta. And I feel this is not a Quinn Snyder issue, because we've seen teams of his defend it a little bit in the past. This, to me, comes down to Trae Young and some of the leadership on this team. You've got to just defend harder than you do on a night in and night out basis, and you're just not doing a good enough job of that. And I think Dyson Daniels is the one guy I'd take from this Atlanta team as an adequate defender. And really, other than that, I mean, Zachary Risache goes up and down the court. I think his defensive game is lackluster at best. You look at it, Kristaps Porzingis, I like more offensively what he does inside than defensively. I mean, it's just there's a lot of unable defenders, in my opinion, here for this Atlanta team. It's an Atlanta team that when they're laying points like this, I don't trust them. Their only win was against Orlando, and I think they caught the Magic playing the second of a back-to-back Other than that, they get trounced at home by Toronto, who hasn't played good since. They get blown out by Oklahoma City. And then they were 2.5-point road favorites at Chicago. They lost that game outright. They gave up 128. And they allowed the Bulls to shoot a nice, healthy 52% from the field. That's just not an Atlanta team I trust defensively in this price range. Brooklyn's not a good basketball team. I get it. But at home, we've seen them scrap. We've seen them be feisty at times. We've seen them be able to hang around in point spreads like this against a team that's not contesting shots and defending at a good enough clip for 48 minutes. I'm okay taking a shot at +8 or better with the Nets. I like this game to go over the total as well. Offenses should reign.
I like it, Babano. You might have gotten me there with this one. I like that play. Both plays, honestly. What was the number you said you got in the total?
I got 237.5. It's 238. I didn't even get the best number. I didn't get 235.5 where it opened. I got 237.5. It's 238.5 right now. I think you can still get it. I think it's still.
I've learned a lot of these games that steam over up like that. I mean, they fly over like that.
Well, look at Charlotte, Miami. Charlotte, Miami yesterday went 234.5 to 241.5, and that game wasn't even just it obliterated the closing total. Yeah,
exactly. So some of them are just open too low. All right. Kings and Bulls opened -5 for Chicago. Still there. Total still the same. I'll just keep it like this. The Kings had, as far as I've noticed, I guess I'll double check. Oh, they've added Keon Ellis. He's questionable for tonight. Clifford and Murray are out. Besides that, Sacramento has everybody else. For Chicago, still without Kobe White and Zach Collins. So the Kings did play last night. They played really good for most of the game. They were not able to come away with the win. I think they're still hungry for a win. They have a couple of these guys playing their old team. Oh, damn. Wham Bam. Did I skip you?
Backwood, you already knew.
Oh, my fault.
No, he had that 6 cents. Wham's not touching that Brooklyn game. Yeah.
I'm going to you first, Wham Bam, on this one. What you like in Sacramento and Chicago?
Yeah, so I think the boy of Nikola Vucevic has been playing really, really well lately. Getting to the ball offensively. They've been pretty much primarily using him along with some of the guys. So I like Vucevic over at 19.5 points. I think he gets done here. And I don't think there's nobody defensively we should be worried about on the other side, especially coming off a back-to-back. So over 19.5 points with Nikola Vucevic is where I want to go. I did want to go back to the well with his threes. He didn't get it last game, but I think the points is probably a little bit better here. There's another team that fouls a lot, so I rock with that. I rock with that there.
Babano?
This one's interesting here, Kings and Bulls. With the just a second here. Okay, Bulls aren't 8.5; they're only 5. That's a typo there on the screen. Bulls are Kings and wait a minute. Bulls are 4.5, 5.
Yeah, my bad.
230. I was gonna say, wait a minute. Am I seeing things here? Bulls +8.5. I definitely take the Bulls with Sacramento on a back-to-back. Yeah, this is a tricky one. Sacramento's on a back-to-back. I don't love backing Sacramento here on a back-to-back, but you're right about it. They put up a good battle last night against the Thunder. Chicago does have the rest advantage, but Chicago's still missing some key pieces, including, as you mentioned, Kobe White. We'll see if that plays a role here in this one. Chicago did have an over with Atlanta the other night, 251. I kind of lean that way, more so the total going up and over here. Sacramento and Chicago. You've got Levine and DeRozan, former members of the Bulls on the Sacramento side, probably looking to make an impact here. So I could see certainly them having a good shooting night here. I could see the defense maybe lacking here on a back-to-back, especially later once the fatigue sets in a little bit. So the over is what I like more than anything. Side is I'm pretty neutral on it. So over lean for me, a small bet on the over here, Bulls and Kings.
I lean towards the Kings just because I think they're hungry and they got some players that want to play a good game versus the Bulls. But I did bet a couple of Bulls players. I bet Trey Jones over 6.5 assists. We got 5.5 last time. They boosted it up. He's had 8+ every game. And they need somebody to play make while Kobe White is out. They also need somebody to score while Kobe White is out. And to me, that's been Dosunmu. He's had a lot of attempts, 10, 12, something like that each game. And you give me that many attempts, getting to the free throw line a little bit here and there. I think 12.5 is a good number. So I like both of those guys in Kings and Bulls. Next game. Pacers and Mavs opened up -6 for Dallas. Looks like it's still 6. Total opened up 228. Looks like 228.5. And a lot of people on the injury report. Toppin, Nimhart, McConnell, Matherin, Cam Jones, Furphy, all out. Peter doubtful. For Dallas, Irving, Exum out. Lively, Gafford doubtful. Williams questionable. Anthony Davis probable. So I'll start off with my prop in this one. I bet PJ over 21.5 points plus rebounds. And really, it's just he's been playing well already. He's been clearing this number every game, but he's going to have even more of an opportunity with no Lively and no Gafford. AD moves to center. I think he'll move to power forward. And, yeah, I think he'll continue to play well. As far as the Pacers, I just don't trust the offense missing all these pieces. So I think there'll be a lot of rebounds to be had for him too. So I bet over 21.5 rebounds plus points. But Bano, what do you think Pacers and Mavs?
I took the Pacers here +6. And I just don't trust Dallas laying this kind of number. I don't. I mean, and I know Indiana's beaten up to shit. Tons of injuries. No starting point guard in Andrew Nembhard, who's out. To Obi Toppin, key reserve out. TJ McConnell hasn't played yet this year. He's still out. Ben Matherin is the one that hurts. Benedict Matherin has really played well early in the year for Indiana. The kid from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, doing a great job. 31 points per game so far this year for him. So out week to week now with the toe injury. That really does hurt. I don't necessarily, even though I'm on Indiana plus the points, I don't necessarily disagree with the fact the Pacers might struggle to score and put the ball in the basket tonight. But Dallas, to me, has looked out of whack offensively for much of the early part of the season, too. And they got a lot of injuries, too, with Kyrie is still out. Dante Exum's out. Looks like Derek Lively is downgraded to doubtful here for this game. Gafford, AD is going to suit up, but there's a lot of banged up Mavericks on that side of the equation as well. And I like that Indiana, they've had a couple days off, too, following their last game. I think they're going to be, even without Tyrese Halliburton, Hallie, for the entirety of the season, this is still a team that's going to be competitive. They're not going to be, just completely dominated night in and night out. Now, they are banged up, like I said, but this is a combination of Dallas has some key injuries, too. Dallas is not a team I trust laying significant points right now at this stage of the season. So I'm going to be, that's why I grabbed Indiana here, +6.5. And Indiana's dominated Dallas in the head-to-head. If you actually look at the recent meetings, Indiana is 4-0 straight up, 3-1 against the spread the last two seasons against Dallas, winning each time. Now, I know this is a very short-handed, depleted Pacers team, but I'll take my shot. They can at least keep this one close.
Yeah.
I don't know. WAM, what you think?
Nah, I agree. I agree with you, Babano. I think that there's a reason why I don't really like this damn Mavericks team. I think they're putting too much on Cooper Flag, bro, for him to have them having no ball.
We need to see AD, Kyrie, and Cooper Flag on the floor at the same time before we evaluate truly how good or bad this team is, in my opinion. Yeah.
No, I definitely agree there. But as far as like right now, as they consist right now, I don't think that this is a good team. They really need Kyrie, I think. That way they can move Cooper Flag out of there. Obviously, this is going to be good for him in the long term, him getting this ball handling experience in the NBA. But it's already showing that it's not helping his offense, and he needs somebody to play off of, I think. And you're not going to get that from the guy that's looking for a center, and all his centers are down right now in AD. So I don't expect AD to play monstrous in this spot. That being said, I do think the Pacers are live here. So I'm only going to go to Pascal and look for those points and assists to come from him. He's going to play point forward. He's going to be playing ISO ball a lot of times here. Over 30.5 points and assists with Pascal. That's the way I'm going here. That's the way I'm betting here. So I think that's the best bet in my regard for here in this bet. But I do agree with everything our guy Babano was saying about Pacers.
A couple people like the Mavericks team total over. Starchild says he disagrees. Why is the total 228 looks easy to take under? It does look easy to take under. You know, I feel a little bit different than Urbano feels. I think like more like Mark. Indiana decimated. This is a get right spot for Dallas. We saw D'Lo play a little bit. I don't. The thing is, if I see D'Lo as a starting point guard, I like Dallas tonight,
Yeah.
-6 or minus whatever it is. Like D'Lo just didn't shoot well in that last game, but he had 10 assists. They desperately need his playmaking.
He's got to
This
play
Cooper
well.
Flag
Simple
point
as that.
guard shit.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd need to stop this experiment shit.
Yeah.
Let,
Exactly.
let D'Lo play point guard, and the Mavs will
Well,
get
they
back
got
on
him
track.
listed as the starting PG again, Cooper Flag. So that's another reason why I'm kind of think Indiana is could keep this one close. I don't trust him at the point guard spot. Not right now. Not this early in his career. Come on, he's not a
Yeah, if
natural
I don't,
point guard.
if D'Lo is not getting any minutes, I like this game to stay under. If D'Lo is getting minutes and starting, I like the Mavericks. It's gonna be as simple as that for me tonight. But I did bet the PJ prop that I talked about earlier. All right, Blazers and Jazz. Let's hear that. I mean, let's see if it still works. God damn it.
Is bad for your health.
Anybody else want to touch this?
This is, you know what, Portland. These are two teams that have been good to me. You know, Utah I've backed a couple times. They were best bet for me the other night on the show against Phoenix, and cashed that. Blazers, I took them against the Lake. I've had the Blazers a couple of times on the card early in the season. So this is actually a better game. You'd think it would be a bum fight early in the year with these two teams, but you know, the energy's been good. Lauri Markkanen was just a beast against Phoenix. What do you have? 51 points. Impressive performance. I've been impressed with the work ethic for Portland. The side's tough. You know, Portland's winning games. They've been pretty good, but I don't want to lay points against Utah at the house. Utah's been a very good home team as far as competitiveness, and they've been good in the dog roll at home. So I think this is a competitive game, good game. I do like the total. This is another overlook for me. So Portland came into the year wanting to play faster. What else is new? Every team's basically said that pretty much. There's another team that was looking to play faster coming into the year, and Chauncey said that. Well, Chauncey's the hell out of there now because of his screw-ups with the gambling shit and the poker shit. So he's done. And Tiago Splitter, the former Spurs head player under Pop all those years, Tiago Splitter is now the coach for the Blazers. They've played even faster with their pace since he's taken over, and Splitter has emphasized it. We want to force turnovers, and we want to push the ball down the court and take advantage of those and turn them into fast break offense. He has made no bones about that. That's the way he wants the Blazers playing, and they're really starting to play that way. Just alone in the games since Chauncey departed, their pace numbers have gone up, the fast break numbers have gone up, and you talk about a Utah team that we don't always trust them to get stops on the defensive end of the court, and they can put the ball in the basket, and they showed that against Phoenix. So I think this total going up is justified. I like it over.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Until they lose in the first half, I think you got to look at the Blazers. They're 4-0 in ATS in the first half so far this year. I think you got to keep going, riding them there if you have been. Unfortunately, I don't think that that's something I'm going to be doing today. So I agree with you, bro. This may be exotic backwood if you like the Blazers first half.
Is bad for your health.
7 months younger than me, older than me, I should say. Tiago Splitter. He's 40. I'm 40.
Pelicans and Nuggets. Big spread. The only thing that really moved is the total from 235.5 to 239.5. And I go to you, Babano. I mean, I don't see either team getting very many stops. If Zion's out, it definitely hurts their offense. But if everybody's in, I mean, it just feels like this is an over game. What do you think?
Yeah, totally agree. Over the total for me. I'm not involved in the side here in this one, but I do think we're going to see points. I mean, the New Orleans defense has been god-freaking awful. What that Boston team was able to do to them at home as well, I mean, that tells you all you need to know about where the Pelicans are at defensively right now. And they're going to have a hard time, obviously, with this Nuggets team, especially when it looks like for Denver, we are going to see both Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic on the court at the same time. That being said, Denver, I don't think they've totally locked things down for Mr. Adelman so far this year at the defensive end of the court. You know, they had that game where Golden State ripped them pretty good. They've been better since then, but they've been scoring a lot. I could see, New Orleans being able to contribute just enough here as far as the scoreboard's concerned. We had a lot of high-scoring games last year with these two teams. 3 meetings, we had 261, 238, and 263 as far as total points between the Pelicans and the Nuggets. So this is another total that's been hit up from 236.5 to 239. I agree with it totally. Over for me, and another over for me.
What you got, Wham Bam?
Yeah, I'm rocking with the boy Jordan Poole. I think the first 3 games against the New Orleans, I think he's about 20 points is what he's averaging so far here. And there is possibly no Zion, like you said. There's a chance that he doesn't play. It's going to be an uptick. I don't think they're going to expect to win this game at all. And in these games, I think you're going to look at your bench or you're going to look at your team and just say, hey, go get as many stats as you can. I think that's kind of where the direction of the Pelicans is going to be in this game. So Jordan Poole goes over 19.5 points plus money, plus 110. I think that's good money right there.
All right, let's keep going. I really don't have much here. I think that's an over game. All right, Lakers and T-Wolves. For the Lakers, let's look at that injury report. I mean, the total went up by 3 points. That is surprising. When you're missing Luka, you're missing Anthony Edwards, the total still goes up. But for the Lakers, Luka, LeBron, Kleba, Smart, Thiero, Vincent, all out. For Minnesota, and out. Clark, questionable. It's Randall or nothing for me. We know he always usually kills the Lakers, and I don't feel very strong about this game. Besides that, so I'm gonna go to you, Wham Bam. You the Laker fan like me. What you think about this one?
Sad day to be a Laker fan tonight. Bronny James is on the card, y'all. They are expecting Bronny James to be getting points today. It's a 3.5 is minus 180, so 4 points is kind of inevitable. And I think that's probably because we're gonna be fucking blown out here in this game. I don't think that the Lakers have a chance. I don't really like Laker props today because I think that they may punt this game. But I do think that there's a good chance that this happens earlier than later. So the T-Wolves early here, -2 in the first quarter, and I think -4 in the first half. That's the only way to bet here, bro. I think that if you take I wanted to go. It's funny though, because you guys, this is funny. I'm this is the 10 hat shit, and I'm just obviously those are plays that I'm actually locked in on. The T-Wolves early, but I did want to take Aiden rebounds because y'all just went after y'all nemesis back to back to back. It was Austin Reeves and it was Westbrook. And why not me go against with Aiden? Maybe get paid with Aiden with his rebounds today. I'm gonna be watching it today. I'm not betting it. I'm gonna be watching it. Maybe that was the right play to do, but I'm gonna be watching it there. But first half, T-Wolves, that's good money.
All right, dropping dimes, liking it with you as well. Fabano, anything for you in Lakers Wolves?
Well, it's funny. The Lakers are 4-0 to the over this year, and Minnesota's 3-1, and that was my initial lean. But I just think there's too much firepower out. Anthony Edwards, everybody that's out for the Lakers. I want to back Minnesota in this spot. It's already a revenge spot because these teams played just last week in LA with Lakers getting the victory. But I don't want to lay this much with Minnesota. For a Minnesota team that's 0-4 against the spread this year. I haven't covered a number yet, the Timberwolves. I'm not laying this many. So, hey, we got to have one backwood from even me on the card. This is it. Roll it.
Is bad for your health.
I don't get tired of hearing that song. I'll tell you that. All right, last we have, and this one, Grizzlies at Suns. Opened up -1.5. Looks like 2. Total hasn't moved very much either. Yeah, I don't have much on this game. It's over a pass for me in this one, Babano. I have a feeling.
Say no more. I'm on another over here. Grizzlies and Suns. Grizzlies have been just an over machine here early in the season, and it's not that surprising, right? We never thought of this team as a great defensive team, but when John Morant's got it rolling, I think Jock Landale, the big in the center spot, the 5 spots, giving them a good something offensively. Phoenix is 4-0 to the over this year. This is a team that we talked about. This Jordan Ott, the first-year head coach of the Suns, said we want to play fast. We want to speed things up here this season, and they have played like it. But again, their defense is still not good. Remember how that defense just fell off last year under Budenholzer, and it's still a work in progress. It's still a way below average NBA defensive team. The Phoenix Suns right now. So Memphis should be able to get theirs. But you look at this Phoenix team, the one thing that I've been impressed with is that they've got some offensive capabilities. You look at what they were able to do against Utah the other night. They got 34 from Booker, but Royce O'Neal stepped up. Grayson Allen gave them 23 points. Mark Williams and Colin Gillespie gave them double digits, and they've had some good outputs from some of the guys on the bench so far this year for the Suns. So, two teams that I think are more adept to put the ball in the basket than keep the ball out of the basket, and pace should be there. So, over 241 for me.
Wham, anything here for you?
I like Memphis. I like Memphis all the way. Money line. I agree everything what Babeno was saying. I think the Suns are a real terrible team. Poorly constructed. Their defense is not going to be in this game at all. I think that this is a good over spot, but Grizzlies should be able to call their number here, and I think that there's going to be leading with Ja, talking mad shit there. So I'm staying away. I'm staying away from any type of props here because I think it may get out of hand again. This may be a game where they get out of hand again. So money line right there with Grizzlies.
All right, that's the show. So I fuck with the comment section, man. I love y'all.
Yeah.
All right, let's move it over to best bets. Wham Bam, you're always up first. Nothing changes today. What you got?
Best bet is gonna be the Indiana Dallas Mavericks game. Pascal Siakam over 30.5 points and assists. Point forward action should be the main guy. He might get 30 plus today off of all points. So we don't need him to do that. Help the team out and get over 30.5 points. So Spicy P, Pascal Siakam over 30.5 points and assists.
All right, good stuff from Wham Bam. I'm gonna go next because I'm not sure Dutch gonna make it back today. So
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
so.
go next. Yeah,
I'm going to be Dutch today.
yeah, that's what it looks like here, Babano. So for
The
me,
first time this week.
I'm gonna go back to the second game that we talked about. I like Orlando here. I think they didn't trade for Desmond Bane to start off the year 1-4 and look like complete garbage. They're trying to be a contending team. They're desperate. They're hungry for a win. Guess we got a surprise. They're hungry. They're desperate for a win. I think the Magic, you might see them slow it down tonight. They might not. But regardless, they're going to get to the free throw line. Whenever they miss, they're going to be getting second chance points. And that's going to be enough to get them the win as the better, hungrier team tonight. So Magic, it's gone up a little bit. Best you can get is -127. That's my best bet for the show. Babano, you go next. Let the people know how to get to the window.
We are going to have a freshest look today on the show, after all, from our guy Dutch in just a moment. So it is me next, and I will go with, we had an over on the card last night. There's a handful of games I like overs with tonight, and I think I'm going to, Justin McKelvey's already mentioned it in the chat, and it's the same one for me. Portland and Utah, over 234.5. Utah's actually gone over 6 straight home games now, dating back to last year. Their last 4 home games of last season all went over the total, and their first 2 home games this year have gone over the total for Utah. So, again, with Tiago Splitter now taking over as the interim head coach, he said, I want these guys playing even faster than they were the first game or two under Chauncey Billups, and they have heeded that directive. I think you're going to see plenty of pace. Utah obviously plays fast. Neither team's great defensively. So I like this over quite a bit. Blazers, Jazz, over 234.5 for best bet.
And last but not least, we got Dutchie in the building. He might bless y'all with a little extra, but let him know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Yeah, man. My fault. But I'm a man of the people. I had to give y'all a little bit of something. Excuse me. But we are on the Chicago Bulls, ladies and gentlemen. -4.5, -115. It's good money. 3-0 this year. Playing good basketball. Wins against Detroit, Orlando, and Atlanta. And Giddey's playing out of his fucking mind. Averaging 19, 8, and 6, shooting 41% from the 3-point line. I like what I'm seeing from the Chicago Bulls team. Donovan got them all bought in from start to finish, they got guys that want to play basketball. And let's not forget about Big Vooch playing fucking Big Vooch basketball. 20 and 13, shooting 54% from the three-point line, 63% from the field. I mean, this boy is eating right now. I expect the Chicago Bulls to smack around the Sacramento King team that, yes, our boy Skee was on, and it was a great call yesterday, but they had a 9-point lead going into the fourth quarter and found a way to give it away. Tough loss for them now in the back-to-back situation. I really think third game in 3 nights, and they're 9 deep, ladies and gentlemen. They played 9 guys last night, so full 4 quarters. I think the Bulls run the Sacramento Kings out the gym. -4.5 is good money. The freshest look, we're going props, though. The cream of the props, baby. It's the juice. Julius Randle. That's right. He's going to smack the motherfucking Lakers around over 24.5 points, -113. Went over this number the last 2 out of the last 3 meetings. Now, just October 24th, he had 26, 9, and 5 against the Lakers. 9 of 16 from the field, 50% from the three-point line, making 4 of them, with 31 from Anthony Edwards. There ain't no big man out there no more. No Edwards. So what's that mean? The juice is going to juice these motherfuckers because the LA ain't got shit for him. Rui a little too small. DA is get the fuck out of here. He is not stopping Julius Randle. And we know he went against these Lakers, shipped the motherfucker out. So it's a little extra personal for the juice. Julius Randle over 24.5 points, -113. It's good money. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Now stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.